and welcome back to Sparkle Me Pink. My name is Michelle and today we are playing with all things Maybelline, from foundation, concealer, bronzer, eyeshadow, mascara, brows. Everything is going to be Maybelline products today. So I went through and shopped my stash, and then wherever I kind of had something missing in my get ready with me routine, I went out to the store and kind of picked up some new things. So we're gonna be sharing some new stuff along with, or at least new to me, some oldies but goodies, and then other stuff that I kind of forget if I liked it or not. A whole little bin that I went through and kind of, like I said, like shopped my stash, which is really nice. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing this done with like L'Oreal, Neutrogena, Revlon, Physicians Formula. Off the top of my head, I think those are the four that I could kind of do this again with, or if I'm missing like a couple pieces, then I kind of get to do a little shopping. But let me know what you think about this idea of video in the comments down below, and let's go ahead and get started. So let's get started with some foundation. I have a couple of choices in front of me. I have the very popular Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation and the Superstay Full Coverage one, which is newer, and I have not tried this one. I have tried this, but it was a shade that was way too light for me. Like, it looks like it'll be good, but it really is not. So I did get a darker shade to maybe either mix together or try a different time. Today, I think I'm gonna try the one that I have not tried before and kind of go from there. Because like I said, some of this is gonna be a mix of things I love, things I forgot about, and things that are brand new. Mine is in the shade 118 Light Beige, and I think hopefully it is gonna match. Let's see. Popping the top off, it is a pump, which I appreciate and I like very much. My little palette's dirty, so I think I'm gonna use the back of my hand today. Hopefully, I'm gonna do 2 pumps. I think that'll be a good base for my face. I have nothing on other than my regular moisturizer today. I'm not using any sort of primer. I'm not big on primers. There was a period where I used them, but I don't know. It's just not my thing right now. It smells like spring. It smells like my robe. Do you guys like my robe? It came in the spring FabFitFun box. How cute. Plus it came with a bunch of other goodies. If you're interested, I did do a video unboxing 2 of the spring boxes. Lots of good stuff. And I think they're still available, so check it out. And if I forgot to mention, my skin is surface dry because I use different like acne products and stuff like that, but it is typically oily by the end of the day. So let's see if this foundation can work with me here. Definitely dry around the breakout area. I probably would do really well with this sponge. My sponge is super dirty right now, so we're going with my favorite brush. This is the foundation blurring brush from e.l.f. I love this thing. You know what foundation I did love from Maybelline? And I keep the very last bit of this just because they discontinued it. Why, Maybelline? Why? This is the Better Skin Superstay Better Skin Skin Transforming Foundation. This is amazing. It would give you that medium coverage but could be a little bit buildable, and it made your skin just feel good. Like, it had some sort of acetyl C kind of complex in it. So I don't know what that does necessarily. I haven't looked it up, but it made my skin feel really good and never was dry or heavy. I just loved it. That was my favorite foundation ever. So I think the color is okay. It's a little yellow, but it's drugstore. I can run with it. I kind of skipped the under eye area, so I'm looking a little creepy right there. All right, so that is a good like 1.5 coats. I'm super dry in here. I've done a bunch of masks, but maybe I just need to be drinking a lot more water. So it's not the foundation. I know it's my skin in certain areas. I know with the Revlon foundation, my skin was super smooth that day, and that was breaking up hardcore. And it would like sink into the fine lines and stuff like that. So let's see if this does that. We'll kind of move on. I'll leave a little bit of foundation on my hand just to kind of hit up some other little areas that I want a little more coverage in. It's definitely buildable. It's definitely a drier feeling than, let's say, the Revlon Color Stay foundation. That one just feels like a little more creamier on the skin. It's not a bad feeling. It definitely feels a little bit thicker than, say, the L'Oreal Infallible, for sure. If anything, this one gives a little more coverage than the L'Oreal, and probably close to the coverage of the Revlon that I'm talking about. I feel like these are the three foundations I'm kind of like comparing to at the moment, just so you, for reference, know what I'm saying when I say the Revlon. I'm talking about this one. Okay, I think that's as good as we're gonna get with the foundation. Let's go in with a little face concealer and then we'll work on the eyes. I absolutely love, and I'm so glad they didn't discontinue this. Please don't discontinue it. It's the Better Skin Concealer. And mine is in the shade Light. I also have one in Light Medium, and I have repurchased these like 10 times, like no exaggeration. When I find something I love, I stick with it. So I'm gonna put just a little on the back of my hand. And then lately I've been using this like eyeshadowy type brush, but it's really quite fluffy from Moda, and it's kind of fun. And I use this to kind of conceal. I'll go outside the area I wanna conceal to initially apply, and then gently start to bring it into the spot. And this concealer, just like I was saying about the foundation, it just smooths out dry areas and gives me the coverage I need. And I usually have to build it up a little bit. And I'm talking, I'm kind of like not paying attention. And it doesn't look dry or gross or crusty. I love this concealer for around the face. I don't like it around the eye because I feel like it gives me under eye creases really bad because it's not creamy. It's definitely a liquid concealer, but it gives you those creamy vibes. You wouldn't put it somewhere that you have a lot of creases. Boop, 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 boop. I am just using whatever's left over in the brush to kind of hit up any other little areas of discoloration. Again, I'm gonna cover up my blue and my purple with something else here in a minute. Move on to covering up the under eyes. I'm gonna bust out something I haven't used in a really long time, and that is the Age Rewind Concealer. I got this in the Brightener Illuminating shade 160. I know I've owned this before in like the light shade, and I actually did a video on it a long time ago, but I have not tried this one that has kind of like a pinky undertone. I'm thinking the pinky will help cover up the blue a little bit better. Not so much the purple. Purple, I kind of need like a yellow base. It's starting to come out. Awesome. So I'm gonna dot this on under my eyeball. You guys know how I feel about putting applicators on my face that I can't really clean. But under the eye, I guess it's not that bad. I'll have to get over that. Ooh, it is very pink. All right, let's blend that out. I like using this more teardrop brush. It came in the same collection as the concealer one, and I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be eyeshadow brushes, but they're just so big. And I probably put on a little too much because to me, it's supposed to, like, I'm using it as like a color corrector, not necessarily a concealer. So I probably needed only about half of what I put on because I'm just trying to like counteract the color that's there, but that is not terrible. Like if I was going for a super natural look, like if I had a lighter sort of foundation today, I have very much full face, full coverage on, but if I was like going to the beach and I had a lighter look and needed just something to brighten up my under eyes, this is not half bad. I can't believe I haven't tried the brightening one sooner. I'm actually gonna pull up a little bit under my eyes. Don't mind my eyebrows. Getting them waxed by my friend at school tomorrow. Now, since I'm just gonna be extra today, I'm going to conceal under my eyes with the Master Conceal from Maybelline. I bought this a long time ago, so hopefully it's still good. Mine's in the shade Light. Here, maybe I should mix it up a little bit just to make sure we're good to go. This is definitely more of a matte, drier formula than, let's say, the Better Skin or even the Age Rewind. This is very much so like skin-like, but we're gonna go a little bit extra today and put another layer on. Why not? Ooh, it's a little separated. I'm gonna see if I could try to use my Beauty Blender, which is looking a little haggard. I gave in and went and wet it, but I think it's leaving little particles behind. I need to get a new Beauty Blender. Wow, that is totally covered. That is crazy. A little light compared to the face because I think the foundation was a hair darker than what I am right now, but once I get some sunless tan and go outside a little bit because it's getting warmer here. All right, let's work on our eyebrows next. I picked up the Total Temptation Brow Definer in Soft Brown 305. I picked this up the day that I got my first mascara, and I've just had it like kind of sitting here because I do love the L'Oreal brow definer, the one that looks like this. And I'm telling you, these are empties. I had just like a couple that I kept kind of piled up. I have 3 of these empty and then a full one around here somewhere. I love these so much, and I want to see if this can live up to that expectation. It looks like it's supposed to be a very thin tip, or maybe more square-like. I don't know. I guess we'll bust it open and see. Oh, interesting. Check out the shape of that. It's almost like a little like diamond with sharp edges, not like a teardrop kind of thing. That's super unique. I don't have anything like that. I mean, I've had ones that are more triangular like that, like the Makeup Forever, or I think another type of L'Oreal one that kind of looks like this. So let's go ahead and start filling them in. So I'm kind of using the tip to pull up the hairs and draw little strokes here on the inner corner. And I usually like to deposit a decent amount of color on the base of my brow and through the arch. And then to kind of smooth it all out, this one has the cutest, tiniest little spoolie. The other one I'm used to is kind of like a full-size spoolie. So let's see how and it's kind of like a little teardrop. I usually try to pull the product up through the brow from the base of it and up. So I just spent the last like 10-15 minutes trying to do my brows, and I just had to like be like, oh, stop. It's not necessarily the pencil, honestly, it's the shape of my brows and trying to just get them to be tamed and look somewhat even. Now, as for the pencil itself, I do like it. It's more of it's kind of the perfect amount of dryness, so it's like stiff and will stay where I want it to go, and the perfect amount of creaminess that if I'm like brushing through with the little spoolie, it kind of moves with that too to kind of lightly diffuse it and make it a little bit softer. So I do appreciate the formula. I just think I prefer a skinnier tip on the top for more like detailed work on the inner, because I really just filled them in fully. The color is really nice. I feel like it matches my natural hair very well. So I do like it. I will use it up, but I probably won't be repurchasing it, to be honest. Let's move on to eyes. And you guys know how I feel about this City Mini palette. I did a whole like video on it. So I'm gonna apply this really quick. I do own a bunch, seriously, like a whole bunch of these old style eyeshadows. And I was trying to see if they still sell them or whatnot. But I was thinking, what if I like pop these out and then put them in a magnetic pan? Because I have all of these fun little colors. Now, the only thing, I don't have any of the newer type of eyeshadows from Maybelline, because once I started getting into the quads like this and just like hearing different reviews, they're really dry. And I feel like you go to put it on and it's like nothing's there, and you're digging your brush into the color trying to pick it up, and it's just very like, I don't know, not as pigmented as I want it to be. But these individual shadows are pretty nice. So I don't understand why there's a difference, but in my personal opinion, I like the individual pans that kind of look like this. I did absolutely love these when they were out. I have, what, 6 of these, the kind that had the little like 4 pans in them. This one was my absolute favorite. It says it was a limited edition called Cozy Cashmere. I'm telling you this because I wonder if you could find it on Amazon or something like that. I'll see if I can try to find a link. I'll put it down in the description box. That one is an ultimate favorite. And then this one called Mad for Mauve was really fun to kind of play with the different, more rosy, warm, yet there's a green for a little like pop of under eye color. I love the formula of these so much. I don't understand why the City palette can't have this formulation. I'm gonna put this one all over my lid. It's called Earthy Taupe. So I do remember using nutmeg like it was going out of style. I'm gonna put this on the outer corner, or maybe we'll end up putting it all over the lid. I don't know where we're going with this today. We're just kind of playing. See, even if I go through and I declutter a bunch of stuff, this would be an individual shade that I would keep. And I'm gonna pop it out and definitely put it in a magnetic palette. This is one of the ones that I'm for sure keeping. I love the shade. I love how creamy it is. It's not falling all over my face. It's good. My under eyes are creasing, but I didn't set them with anything, to be fair. And there was the color corrector and the concealer on top, so I'm just gonna try to smooth it out and see if it does it again. Because sometimes you can smooth out, sometimes you can smooth out concealer and then it sets again and then it doesn't move. And then sometimes it just keeps creasing. So let's do a little experiment. We'll see if that comes back. Why do I keep making that face? Just for the sake of life, I'll take this little yellowish shade that was kind of patchy, but I'm going to pack it on with my finger and not expect too much of it. It's kind of like an old boyfriend. Patchy and unexciting and unreliable. That is not horrific. Fine. All right. Ooh, my lips are a little dry. Let's do lips and then we'll move on to face. We're all out of order today. I really love the color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Nude Whisper 105. I walked by this in the store like 1,200 times, swearing up and down that I already owned it. And then when I went through my collection, I didn't. And I was like, I need you. You're coming home with me. I use it as a lip liner. I put it all over as a good base, and then I usually put some lipstick on top. It definitely brings longevity to any product I put on top of it. I basically use this as like a lip primer. Or on days when I just need to be like done and out the door, I'll put this on super fast. And then I'll put like a lip gloss on over it. Okay, it is a little dry right there. So I definitely want to put something on top of it. One of my favorite lipsticks of all time from Maybelline is the 545 Beige Babe. This is amazing. It is a matte formula and it's very similar to what I have on my lips right now. But when I was at the store picking up some other things, I saw these two. And this one's very similar. This is 535 in Pure Nude. You can see those side by side. They're pretty much identical. My favorite one is a little more brown. This one's a little bit lighter, a little more pink. And then this one here, 050, is Baddest Beige, but this is a shine formula. So actually I'm gonna put this on today. I have not tried this. It's brand new. And I love when it has like that little shine on the top and then you ruin it by putting it on your crusty dry lips. I hope this works out. Ooh. That is very comfortable and I like the color because I'm totally one that's on the verge of concealer lips. I don't know why, I just like nice, light, boring, nude, everyday kind of shades. This Vivid Hot Lacquer from Maybelline, this is in the shade Tease 60. This is, you have to use this sparingly because it is light. Here, let's put some on in the middle. If you put it all over your lips, you will look washed out. See how light that is compared to, like you thought this one was light. And it is so shiny and it will stay on pretty much all day. You probably have to reapply after you eat. Par for the course with anything. Look how pretty that is. Okay, this might be my new favorite combo. For the love of swatches, here we go. So I'm going to touch my brand new lipstick on my hand. Oh, but it's just so pretty. Again, I love that like never been used before. Okay, so we have 535 here, 545 here, the Vivid Hot Lacquer in Tease, and then the 050 Baddest Beige Shine lipstick right over here. See how it's definitely a little more peach? We got some nudie. Oh, I can't wait to put this on. Too bad I already have like a million things on. All right, let's go back to eyes and top off with a little mascara, then we'll move on to face. I've been really liking this Total Temptation. Now this one's about almost 3 months old, so it's getting to the point that I need to get a new one, which I did. I ended up going and getting, I think this is called dark brown or soft brown, something like that, or blackest brown, and I kind of like it. You can't really tell the difference between the black and the blackest brown. I was doing it for my chocolate video. That's why I got the one with the brown tint in it. This will clump up your lashes. So I usually just kind of use the tip to separate the lashes and give it a little more length in certain areas. But for the most part, this mascara, I'm even using the older one that's a little more dried out. is really pretty. But if you don't like scrape off the tip, like when you pull it out, you definitely will get spider lashes. All right, so let's move on to finishing up the face. I picked up this palette. This is new to me. It is the Master Bronze palette, and I fell in love with these two shades here. And I thought this more orangey shade, I know it's supposed to be like a bronzer or something. Hold on, let's break the seal and bust into this puppy. But I kind of think it would be a really pretty eyeshadow. That was the first thing I thought of when I saw it. I was like, ooh, I could wear this as like eyeshadow, and then maybe this all over my lid, or like this in the inner corner, and then use this as like my contour. I don't know why my brain went there, but it did. So I'm going to contour the face with this shade here, and then I'm going to bronze it up with a little warmer shade. This is the 200 City Bronzer from Maybelline. I just featured this in another video. I love this so much, and so I'm sorry to kind of show you it again, but see how it's a different tone? It's more skin-like, but a little bit deeper. Then these are a little bit warmer. And hopefully this isn't dry. Please don't be like the eyeshadows. Please. Oh, okay, okay. Ooh. I kind of stamped it on to see how it would come off. Now I gotta make sure it blends out nicely. Ooh, that is dark. Okay. And I'm basically just using this shade to create some shadows on my face where I want the light to kind of like, ooh, back off, and then let the lighter areas kind of come forward and be like, look at me. Just use a little bit up there, and definitely some to make my lips look more pouty under here. Right in that little crease that we all have. And over my little pimple. Okay, so then with a bigger brush, where's my bigger brush? There you are. I'm going to pick up a little bit. No, this is pigmented. They did good with these city bronzers. I kind of want to get the lighter and the darker one just to see, you know, throughout the year, or even just different skin tones in my makeup kit, how it looks on them. Because this is kind of like a perfect, warm, sunny, I was at the beach all day kind of color. It doesn't give you too much of a glow. There's definitely no skin finish in it that I'm aware. Like there's no shimmer or like light catching properties. It's more so just a light tint of color. See how I blended that out a little bit better? I like it, I like it, I like it. It kind of slims up the face a little bit. And then I just love this shade here. Oh, I should have done my eyes in this. Maybe I could use this as a little highlighter, because that's something I realized is I really want to try those Master Chromes from Maybelline, but I forgot to pick one up. So we'll go in with this shade. It looks like it has some light shimmer in it. Maybe just enough to kind of catch the light. The other ones, well, this one kind of looks like it has a light shimmer in it too. So I'm either going to apply way too much or not enough. We'll find out. Oh, a little too much. Okay. I kind of got a little carried away with that. Oh, goodness gracious, I swear. Lipstick on the teeth is always attractive. Okay. I want to use the Maybelline Fit Me 10 Buff shade. It is this beautiful, just a natural light pink shade. Just picking it up a little bit on my brush. Just right here on my big old apples. Right there. And then I like to usually get my bronzer brush and just smoosh those colors all together. So I kind of brightened up the inner corner of my eyes with the highlighter shade in the bronzer palette. I really like it. Kind of like brighten them up a little bit. All right, that is it for my full face done with Maybelline Let's Play type video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Would you be interested in seeing this done with maybe like Revlon, L'Oreal, Physicians Formula, Neutrogena? I'm pretty sure off the top of my head I have something from each of those lines that I could probably do close to a full face, or if not, do a little makeup shopping. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. Just let me know what you're interested in seeing down there so I know, and give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful or at the very least entertaining. And yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Oh, I'll see you in my Stitch Fix, because I'm gonna go get changed into some of my new outfits from my new Stitch Fix box. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right.